Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram and Om Namah Shivaya. Today we are going to talk about the most mysterious planet, Ketu, going to transit on 30th October, and people are looking for Rahu, what he will do, what you can say that Rahu is more in talks, but the Ketu, what can do, you can't imagine. So what Ketu will affect all 12 ascendants from 30th October 2023 for next 18 months. Let's welcome Akash ji from Calgary, Canada. To all. Akash ji, are you listening me? Oh, I was not
Yes,
able to
yes.
see you today because of this dialog box. Let me close this. Okay.
Ruiji, yes, as we discussed in the Rahu video, that Rahu is going to be doing very much benefit for other people. Same way, Ketu is also going to do a lot of benefit. Now, we have to understand that Ketu is the planet of detachment. The only word for Ketu is detachment. But how Ketu became the planet of detachment is the question, and no one talks about it. Because
No,
if you
no,
know
there are
this,
two questions. One question is more. You said that Ketu is a planet of detachment, but it will do benefits. Now, this is the point. What people want to listen. What Ketu will benefit me?
so you know what, Rohiji, getting material wealth or getting only wealth is not benefit.
That is
When
Department of Rahu.
yeah, no, Ketu, the two big nakshatras of Ketu, Magha and Mula, they are the one who can make you a multimillionaire. So it's a very that is why Ketu is said it right. It's a very mysterious planet. You never know that what kind of result where Ketu will start giving you and what kind of if sometimes Jupiter sits in Mula Nakshatra, such people become like good in terms of money and in terms of finances. Anyways, what I am trying to say is that Ketu is the planet of detachment and it will take you away from material world and Rahu will bring you closer to the material world. So basically, this is why they are always in seven axis, one and
Okay.
seven, so that the material and the spiritual can be balanced.
Okay.
Otherwise, there uh, everything on earth is about balance. Everything in this universe is about balance, right? So today I'm going to talk about Ketu and why Ketu became the planet of detachment and how did he become the planet of detachment.
Really said because always in astrology it is being said, oh, Krur Grahas, oh, this and that. And when you talk about Ketu and spiritualism and detachment, it's really a different thing.
But no one knows what happened. That is what I'm going to be discussing today. So Rohitji, a very important act which happened was the churning of ocean, right? Many
Right.
things emerged out of the ocean, many things. And same way, when the Amrit, the nectar of immortality came, Lord Vishnu got very, possessive about it. That this should only go towards the
Yes.
uh, devtas, and so Lord Vishnu took the form of Mohini and started distributing it towards to the devtas. However, you know the main story starts from the poison when Shiva took poison, and after that the Amrit came, so everyone wanted that. During this moment, when the Amrit was being shared, a demon named Swarnabhanu, disguised as Deva, managed to consume few drops of the nectar of immortality before the Devas. And Devas means sun and the moon. They recognize that this is not someone we know. This is some kind of a shapeshifter. And they saw that, oh, this is Swarnabhanu. And they immediately complained to Lord Vishnu, and Lord Vishnu beheaded. Now, as the moment, the severed head became Rahu and the body became Ketu. But at the moment his head was being cut, the body had the heart. We say that don't think from the heart, think from the brain, and all that kind of stuff. At that moment when the head was being cut, the body was intact. The body was still intact to the head, and there was a moment of transformation in Ketu. And he decided that no, I am gonna be, I need to end my life. The nectar which went inside me was not ethical.
Hmm.
So he wanted to end his life. And for
Okay.
that, Now Ketu had to forcefully do deep penance to appease Lord Vishnu for a boon. And during the time of penance, during the time of this penance, apparently what happened, Rohitji, that there was a lot of different kind of transformations into Ketu. See, he realized that I am immortal now. I cannot be killed. I cannot, even Lord Vishnu, if he wants, he cannot destroy me because I am immortal. So, in the favor, and after witnessing, Lord Vishnu came and appeared in front of Ketu and said, in recognition of Ketu's dedication, Vishnuji granted him a boon. And Ketu asked the boon that I want to become a planet of enlightenment and spiritual liberation. Because I understood that whatever happened to me with I being not having my ears, head, nose, mouth, brain, nothing, I realized that it is not at all required for me to stay or live in this universe or in this form. But
Hmm.
Vishnu said, as you have committed a crime by taking the nectar, the Amrit, without you actually deserving it, now you have to serve as a Navgraha. So, pleased with his request, Lord Vishnu said, granted the power of spiritual growth, liberation, and self realization through
Hmm.
Ketu. That is why, Ketu is often associated with spiritual pursuits, detachment, seeking higher truths. This detachment word is very comfortable. That is why everyone is saying Ketu is detachment, detachment. But there is
Hmm.
bigger meaning of Ketu. Whenever we see Ketu in the 12th house, we see Navamsha Ketu in the 12th house, or D60 Ketu in the 12th house, we say, oh, you will get moksha and this and that. But there
Yes.
are many layers to it. It is not very simple to get liberation. It is important for us to understand that Krishna or Vishnu, he gave pain. He gave pain to the universe. Like if you put your hand in the fire, it will pain,
Hmm.
right? So basically, he gave pain to make you realize that what is this human life all about? It is all about pain, suffering. Another thing which Rohiji we discussed last night also, that destiny is written. It cannot be changed. All the upay in Hora Shastra are mostly shlokas or are mostly some kind of
Yes.
charity. There is no other. We were last night, Rohitji and me were going through Hora Shastra in very much detail, understanding that how can we appease Ketu? How can we make sure that we are on the path of Ketu? And Ketu, whenever comes in transit, starts showing us the way to move out of this material world, or actually, uh, uh, you know, to gain spiritual bliss somehow. And Ketu is introvert sadhana. That means if you're going through Ketu Dasha and Antardasha, you have to sit down and start chanting or doing some kind of shlokas or some kind of mantras. But if you are in Rahu Dasha, Rahu Antardasha, it is extrovert sadhana. That means you have to go out and help in temples, in ashrams. You have to clean the floor. You have to do seva. That is extrovert. Okay, so Ketu, we have to understand Ketu first. It is his demand. He realized at that moment when he was just like a, you know, just like that moment when he got separated. Before that, he realized that I have done a sin, and now I have become. I do not ever had anything at all. So he, that is why he did lot of penance to get this, uh, get the what you say, get this path himself, so that he can put other people on that path. If there is no road, there will be no cars, or you will not be able to go there. So he made a road for us to heaven or hell, wherever we want to go, depending. If we go to heaven, we are liberated. If we go to hell, we suffer and we again come back as a rebirth. Okay, Rohitji, concept clear? Anything? which
Yes,
you.
I am very much happy. Actually, I was listening to you and also thinking there about your astrology classes, that the research, the type of research you have, and I'm very happy when you will hand over this research to the students to whom you will teach. That will be the real astrology, when you will connect them to the Vedas, Purans, Skand Puran, everything, when you will attach them, that is the real thing. I was thinking of that, how lucky they are who will join you as a student.
It is all luck for me, not for them. Now, Rohitji, moving forward, here last transit of Ketu in Virgo was on March 24th, 2005. Okay, and it was there till October 11th, 2006.
Yes, 18 months.
Okay, yes. Now, Rohitji, another thing which is we discussed in the Rahu video also was the major events that happened in 2005. Rohitji, the hurricane happened, the funeral of Pope, liberation for Pope, uh, digital media, new way, a new pavement, a new path was created for the world to share, communicate. Dwarf planet Eris was discovered. Saddam Hussein sits before Iraqi judge and courthouse and in Baghdad is executed next year. Again, detachment away from this world. Maybe whatever big ruler you are, whatever big dictator you are, Ketu has a clear indicator that you will go. The most ultimate truth is death. There is no bigger thing than death. Death is the only truth. Then later in 2006, Winter Olympic happening in Turin, Italy. Turin was never even recognized by Italy, but because of this, it was a very big thing, and now Turin has become a very good place. Twitter was again founded for a new way was founded for communication. Now, see the event of train bombing in Mumbai killing 209 people. Independence from Serbia. Then the FIFA World Cup. So this is one of the event which happened this time. So it is a big thing. The flight again crashes because of Rahu. It is because of Rahu. Rahu is air. And then earthquake in Indonesia kills over 5,700 people. Rohit, so whenever Ketu will come, whenever Rahu and Ketu will come in access, there will be big losses of lives.
Hmm.
Because the role of Ketu is very clear to get everyone away from this material world into the spiritual world. And if not listening or not happening, okay, let's go to end of life and let's get a rebirth. That is
Hmm.
what Ketu is trying and telling and doing for us. Any questions, Rohitji, till now? Because we will be starting ascendant wise.
Definitely, I'm waiting for the ascendants keenly, because your all stories, examples that please so much and give so much knowledge that I want to. Sometime I want to just stay down and then just observe all that knowledge. So now the time for the ascendants. Aries
Ji, Rohitji.
ascendant. We will start with.
Yes, Aries ascendant, Rohitji. First of all, thank you so much for subscribing. Those who are new and have come for the first time, please subscribe because we are going to be making a lot of other videos of Rahu in Nakshatra transit, Ketu,
Rahu
uh,
returns, Ketu
Rahu
returns,
returns, Ketu
Rahu
returns,
remedies.
yeah, Ketu remedies. So we are going to be doing a lot of videos. So Ketu is in the sixth house, Rohitji, for Aries ascendant people. And that's why I have be very clear and point to point, like it's like spoon feeding to everyone this text which I write in the right, because we have to always keep remembering what is the sixth house about. It is about your health, your daily work routines, your service, conflicts and enemies. Okay, this is what the sixth house represents. And when Ketu here comes, it can bring very unexpected changes in your work environment.
Hmm.
Here you may face challenges and conflicts
Hmm.
because Ketu does not want you to work. He wants you to just go on the path of spirituality. Okay. Now, these conflicts and these challenges on the positive side will bring experience that can lead to personal growth and, overcoming obstacles. Because it is life is a learning process. And Ketu here will enhance that learning for you. It will give you obstacles, but then if there is no obstacles, there will be no solution. You will not be able to work hard to solve that obstacle. That is what it will do. Now, as far as finance, see, there are three big things which everyone has: career, finance, and relationship. That is why I focused on all these major three things according to Ketu. Ketu has nothing to do with finance, but still we have to be cautious because it wants you to just spend all the money and become zero, so that then you realize that or give you excessive money, like money in millions and billions, and say, now do whatever you want to do. At later on, you will come to the path of spirituality. Either you have money, either you don't have money. You have to come to the final stage of spirituality only. So there can be expenses related to health or work matters. Avoid speculative investments. No stock market, no Bitcoin, nothing. If you don't know and have not done anything before, do not do it now, because Ketu will make sure that you are completely broke. Misunderstanding and conflicts with colleagues or subordinates could arise. Maintain clear communication to avoid conflicts in professional relationships. This is what Ketu is going to do sitting in the house of daily work and routines. Now, Ruji, another thing which Ketu you have to remember here, it's a Dushtana. The 6, 8, and 3, 6, 8, 12. 3 is not considered here for Ketu at all. 3 is only considered for Rahu because it is the house of courage. And when Ketu sins, it gives the courage down. Because it says that if you don't have courage, you will go to the person who has courage, that is God. So somehow Ketu acts in a very mysterious way. So here in the 6th house, it will make sure that if the problem even arises, it will be solving the problem for sure. It will be making sure that the problem is solved as it arises. Okay, Vijay. Moving on to Taurus ascendant. So as we are going through this transit in the 5th house, the house of creativity, intelligence, education, children, romance, there can be challenges for Taurus ascendant people, because this is the house of romance. So all the lovers might feel a lot of problem, like to for in terms of getting detached to their loved ones, or maybe realizing that the love which I should be giving out should be for God, should be for the higher source of universe.
So you want to say there will be lot of breakups?
There is this song of Honey Singh, "Aaj maine breakup ki party rakh li." So breakup will there, but there will be party also. Basically, it will be breaking up with superficial loved ones and
Mm.
getting into real love. Love is also part of spirituality, Rohitji.
Yes,
Without love,
absolutely.
without karma, in this universe, nothing can work. Every
Mm.
love is also part of spirituality. So somehow the spiritual love will be awakened. That means all the false love, which is just for some kind of um, benefit, will end. Ketu ends all that kind of stuff.
Mm.
Now, because Ketu does not have a brain of itself, right? Ketu does not have thinking power. It just has a feeling power. It can feel, it cannot think. That is why Ketu can. Sorry. Here. Go, go in that room. I'm making a video. When you're done, yeah, I will call you.
See, here you are talking about fifth house and your fifth house immediately activated.
She wanted my iPad. This is the best time for a kid to attack when the father is working.
Yeah,
Father will not do
soft
anything.
target. Now you are soft target.
Okay, whatever you need, take it. Just take it. So now, so superficial love will end, and you know, because creative mind, Ketu does not have a mind, so you will feel lack of enthusiasm or creative blocks in your career as well as your thinking. Here, what you need to do is utilize your past experiences and skills to find innovative solutions. Rather than in that moment thinking, just do a little bit of research that what happened in the past in such situations and where were we and how do we overcome this challenge. That is how you should be considering this
And I think
placement.
not very good time for students also, because I often see the people who have a Ketu in a fifth house, they don't do very good in studies. So I think they will feel it.
There could be break in studies.
Mm,
So Ketu is the anyone who's watching right now and they have Ketu in the second house, in the 5th house,
fifth
there
house.
will be 100% delay or break in studies. Because
Mm.
Ketu says, if you were in a Gurukul learning Vedas and languages, no problem, I would have supported you. But you are learning so that you can earn material wealth. I will give you break so that that delays. That is the kind of nature it has.
But I think no worries. Very soon, Akashji in 3 days, 4 days, he is coming with remedies video also. So there will be remedies
Exactly.
also.
Yeah. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can get the notification and immediately get your solution. Now, according to finance, again, Rohitji, you have to avoid impulsive spending on entertainment because fifth house is for the house of entertainment and
Hmm.
speculative activities like all this Bitcoin lottery and all that. So nothing is happening. Ketu will detach you, not attach you. Focus on long-term financial plannings and investments. There could be challenges in romantic relationships. Patience and understanding will help navigate these issues. Now remember, if Ketu is here, Rahu is in the 11th house. Rahu
Yes,
will get you money. Ketu will tell that spend the money. So avoid impulsive spending. Okay, clear. Ketu is say, okay, money is coming. Why? How the hell is Rahu now? It always gives money. Let me make him spend it. So you will spend on some kind of things, higher education. You will spend on so many things impulsively, and then you will realize, oh, it is a wrong decision. So just do not do that, and do subscribe. Moving on to Gemini ascendant Rohit. So Gemini ascendant Ketu will be in the fourth house. What is the significance of the fourth house? Family, emotional security, inner peace, real estate. These are the fourth house things.
mother.
Now, motherland. Okay. Now here communication skills in career may suffer, leading to misunderstandings at work. Adaptability during this time is, you know, career success. Adaptability is the key to career success during there because see, everything works in hand. Rahu is in the 10th house of your career, making you a little bit confused or making you over ambitious. And Ketu is here telling that no, I don't want to be, you to be over ambitious. You come to the path of spirituality. No, 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 no. So they both keep on this axis, they both contradict each other all the time.
I think this is the axis which Kashi, I living this axis from last 15 months because I have Rahu Ketu situation in the same day. So you want to say that in this place, Ketu will detach person from mother, from motherland.
Motherland.
When Rahu comes in 10, there are professional problems, and then you have a transfer. Okay, isko wahan bhejo, and then you have a transfer and detach from father and mother both.
Motherland.
So this kind
Exactly.
of.
Now be cautious with financial decisions related to real estate matters because
Hmm.
Ketu does not have a brain of itself. If you're buying a property, if you're buying some kind of vehicle, if you're investing in some kind of property, you have to be very careful.
Fraud can happen.
Yeah, and family matters may influence your financial decisions. So something in the family might happen where you have to spend money, you have to. For example, there will be separation happening in your family where you will say, okay, we are five brothers now, we move on our part this place. So we have to be very cautious with financial decisions. Be very transparent about all the financial decisions in your family because it can lead to bigger rifts that can take years to repair. As a relationship, domestic harmony could be affected. Maintain open communication with family members to avoid misunderstanding and conflict. This is what I told you, Roji, just 1 minute ago. That Ketu creates misunderstanding because Ketu wants you to have sorrow, wants you to have pain. Because after that pain, you go and seek Lord. Clear definition of Ketu is equal to pain, and how that pain will go away when you seek the higher self, the God,
Hmm.
Paramatma, because it is his role to bring you towards him. So he will go to any extent to trouble you.
Right, right.
Just imagine, Rohitji, whenever we say we get any kind of hurt, we say, Hey Bhagwan, or we say, Hi Allah, oh God. Why? Because pain is the only way we can, or we realize our subconscious mind is trained that way. That pain is the only way
To
which
connect
will
with
take
God.
us to God,
That is
nothing
why
else.
in the Mahabharata, when Krishnji asked Kunti that what do you want? Ask something from me. I am ready to give you. She said that if you want to give me something, give me a pain and sorrows more and more. He said, what are you saying? You are the first person who is asking this from me. He said, because in pain and sorrow, I never forget you. I always take name of you. So give me more pain and sorrows. You rightly said this is the one of the way to connect with God.
Ji, Rohitji. So For Gemini ascendant, be careful and make sure in your family communication and everything you have lot of clarity. Luigi.
And lot of clarity. And today, 2 days back, when we posted the Rahu video and we were discussing for the first time about the classes, the course Akashji going to start. After that, we have lots of mails, WhatsApp messages, lots of people asking about that thing. From 15th of September or after 15th September, Akashji is going to start the astrology course for beginners. And the good thing is that you see the knowledge of Akashji, his research, you all going to get in his classes. And the other big gift, what you will get, the people who will enroll for these classes will get a free consultation from Akashji. This is a big gift. This is a good deal. And those who want a personal consultation from Akashji, they can just jump onto our website www.acs2.ca, or they can drop details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number, and you will get a personal consultation, one-on-one consultation with Akashji. Thanks for subscribing. Keep subscribing for such meaningful videos. Now, the time for the Cancer people, waiting for them, because Ketu, not a very good friend of your ascendant. So let's see what Cancer people will get.
Rohitji, I would say Rahu and, between Rahu and Ketu, Ketu is very neutral with other people. Like
Hmm.
even it is neutral with the Moon. Ketu does not have enmity because we have to understand the nature of Ketu. Ketu is a detached planet. Why will it have enmity with Moon? Why? It is not going to have very big enmity. Yes, it has regret that if Moon would have not caught him or not caught Swarnabhanu, he would have been in this intact space. Because of
Yes,
him, he had to suffer a lot.
yes,
So
yes.
that is the only rift. There is no enmity. Now, for Cancer ascendant people, Ketu will be in the third house. And the significance of the third house is communication, your siblings, younger siblings, right? Short journeys and skills that you have in yourself. Now, it is the time when you may seek a more profound sense of purpose in your career. You will say, okay, I am working, right? I am working now, doing this and that. But what is the purpose? Like I'm just going to office, salary is coming, I'm not creating anything for the society, I'm not doing anything for anyone else. So what is this? It is just a monotonous thing which is going on here because you will be in confused state of mind. So your communication skills may need to be very careful. You have to attention to detail to avoid misunderstandings. You cannot say anything out of frustration or out of uh, negligence. You have to be very careful in choosing your words because third house Ketu, it will make sure that it will destroy you and give you pain through communication, and you will realize that I cannot take this word or this mail back or this message back. So you have to be very careful. Now third house is also the house where in finance related things, communication in finance, how does this translate here, Rohitji? Is that we have to be very cautious in financial agreements and contracts because these contract and everything are a form of communication between you and the other party. So make sure that before signing or lending money, you should be very prepared legally, very properly with proper documentation rather than just verbal. You will be in trouble because Ketu is ready to give you pain through communication. Okay. Avoid conflicts with siblings because Ketu will try to detach you from them, so they will create lot of scenes and problems and things. On the other hand, Rohiji, here Rahu in the ninth house will be another challenge for them because it is the house of higher learning, so there will be lot of foreign related activities that can happen with them, with the Cancer ascendant people.
Hmm.
Now, here it also means that because it is foreign association and all, for higher learning or higher studies or some kind of work, the siblings might or may develop some kind of jealous nature that, oh no, he is going there, he is having this kind of success. So you have to be careful that you contain yourself and do not react to other people's problem. But all said and done, whenever the planet comes, like Ketu, it has to do its course of action. So it will do its course of action. This is just the video which you are seeing is just an umbrella for the heavy rain that is going to happen. You open the umbrella or you carry it with yourself, or you do not take the umbrella. That is your choice, your karma. But this is just whatever we are doing, Rohitji, is just umbrella. Right? We are just telling that this is gonna happen. You have to just be careful about it. Now the potency of planet, according to your dasha antardasha, depends on how they are placed in your chart. And then we can further investigate that what kind of exact results you are gonna, or approximate result you're gonna get. Also, please subscribe so that we also get good results after putting little bit of hard work. And the main purpose is to take astrology and Sanatan Dharma in a positive manner rather than scaring people and conning money, making sure that you um, develop a sense of logic with what you are listening. That is why I tell the stories, Rohit, in the beginning to
Stories
prove.
and Akashi, we can tell Rahu, Ketu in same video. We can tell remedies here. You can tell this, then that. But you say no, Rohit. I want to say everything separately because
Right.
my each and every video is for students also, and people want to know in very simplified way, not Rahu, Ketu, their remedies and somebody's. So that is the way I think, and this is the best way to connect people with Sanatan Dharma and astrology.
Thank you, Rohit. Moving on to Cancer ascendant. Moving on to Leo
Leo.
ascendant. Right, Leo. So for Leo, Ketu will be in the second house. This house represents personal resources, whatever you have with yourself, your wealth, your speech, and your family. Okay. During this time, career, you may feel very unappreciated at work or undervalued for your contributions. Rather than seeking external validation that, oh, this person is saying I am good or this person is saying I am bad, it is better to make peace with yourself and stop seeking external validation. Just be very content in yourself that whatever you're doing with pure heart, whether people take it in positive or negative way, that is their choice. But for you, it should just be a zone where you come and have a settlement with yourself that your self-worth cannot be um, cannot be dictated by any third party. Okay.
Nice.
Because second house is house of finances also. That means personal resources, all the fixed assets that you already have. During this time, make sure you budget wisely, otherwise, you will have to use those resources to fulfill some other kind of what you say, to fulfill the other bag. You have to remove some kind of finance from this bag and put in that bag. So make sure that you budget accordingly. And relationship wise, because your speech, and Ketu has headless. Ketu has no brain. So here your speech can impact and create misunderstanding. You will not have it in your heart, but somehow, impulsive decisions in relationships or coming to some kind of, some kind of perspective in relationship can create problem, and you should avoid it at every cost.
But I also listen this because I know your Ketu is also here. That Ketu when here also gives you Vak Siddhi
Yes.
and such type of things. So is it that thing applicable in transit also?
Rohiji, for Ketu return, yes. It is the time when whatever you speak will happen.
Oh,
So
that is
make
a
sure that,
different video. I think you will not discuss all things there.
because somehow Vaka Siddhi and Ketu being in the second house, so it is like we discussed Rohiji earlier. In whichever house Ketu will sit, it will give baksh of that house,
Hmm.
right? So if natally if Ketu is sitting in the second house, it will give you baksh of speech. Your speech
Whatever
will be
you
very
say, it
little.
will happen.
Might happen, not always.
But I see from last 6 months, so many birth charts you watch. I know the main birth chart. Somebody told somebody that you will get a child, they get conceived. You tell about marriage. That so many things happened. So I personally I think always, oh, Akash have a Vak Siddhi. He tell this thing and it happened. In my life also, way back 6 years back, whatever you said, date by date, that thing happened with me.
It is okay. Depends on that time and that. moment when I'm talking, because whenever I start doing a consultation, I do not say let Akash speak.
Mm.
I say, dear God, let a small part of you come into me and make sure that you speak wisely, so that I create hope in that person, number one. And
Yes, yes.
secondly, I create light, the path which you have given, astrology, Jyotish, the path of giving light on the street, that could be, that light could be present.
Akashji, what difference between you and other astrologers? I'm not criticizing, but I know so many astrologers. Uh, the only thing is, after your consultation, people get a hope because you want to give them hope that this will happen. But the other astrologers, without taking any name, they give fear, so their stones get sold, so they get other money for their, a remedy money and this money. So this is the basic difference. I think you don't give them fear because you don't want to sell your things.
I don't have anything to sell at all, so why will I give them fear? Always remember, those who are pursuing astrology, those who want to do astrology, those who want to get into mystic sciences, that whatever karma you will create will come back to you or your kids, right? Yesterday
Big
we learned about the Preta Siddhi, the people who do Pret Siddhi. They have Pret Siddhi, so they will tell you that your purse has this kind of number, this is the 8 numbers in your purse, I am reading your mind, and all that kind of stuff. So that is because of Preta Siddhi, what they have done.
mm,
But the Pret will take, and I am not saying this. You go to Varahamir, you go to Varahamir Fal Deepika, you go to Varahamir books and see there what he's written. I am not written anything. I am not saying also anything. This is pure research done by our great sages. That some people do preta siddhi. So what they do, it's a very simple siddhi. They capture the pret or the jinn or the jinnat, and they keep it
near
inside
the
their ear.
ear, yes.
And another significant, whenever you find some kind of person, you will see they will have some kind of cotton or some kind of thing in their ear, which is then put into the piss, into the urine, and then put it there, because the it for it to contain the preta. Otherwise, pret cannot live in positive, pure environments. That's why
Okay.
Ruiji, in our house,
Very-
we do homam, we put diya, we put incense sticks, so that the house energy is clean, so that the pret cannot enter.
Right, right.
Anyways, you for all these kind of things, if you would like the channel, please subscribe, so that we also feel so much good that our new family members join and we can share such kind of knowledge with you, which is coming after a lot of hard work. So, and that hard work is for, I know, right? I know I am having fun with knowing that, but sharing that knowledge, bringing it to the table, bringing it to you, bringing it so that you can use that 1% knowledge for some betterment of your life, will change my destiny or our destiny or our family's destiny, right? So this is for Leo ascendant. Make sure second house be very good. Your personal resources, wealth, speech, and family will be affected. Make right, wise decisions. Do not. Uh, Best thing to do during this period is to shut your mouth. Simple words. The
Right.
best remedy is to shut your mouth. That is going to be helping you. And because the fifth house here is ruled by Jupiter and the first is ruled by Sun, do Vishnu Sahasranam to make sure you do not speak anything rubbish. Moving on to Rohitji, Virgo ascendant. This is the ascendant that is going to be affected the most because it is the Lagna, it is the self. You know, what is the first house? It is the self, the physical body, personality, and overall life direction. In simple words, first house is the overall life direction. That is why association of first house planet with different houses signifies that where what direction your life will go into. During this period, career wise, a strong need for self discovery and personal growth in your career will be required. You will have to trust your instincts and take calculated risk in professional matters. It is a good placement. Mercury is a very good friend of Ketu. Okay,
Mm,
it is a good friend of Ketu, so there is no need to be fear about Ketu in your Lagna. In fact, it is a time for you to uh, s- self discover yourself, somehow say that, I am very good in this kind of thing, not this kind of thing. Maybe, I should take a risk and go forward and do such kind of activities rather than doing this. So take calculated risk. It does not mean that quit your job and take risk. It means that with your job, the next 8 hours of your life, invest into the calculated risk which you want to take.
I think Virgo people are the people who next 18 month will be, you can see they will saying that I want to spend some time for, for me. I want to spend time with myself because
Why,
Ketu give
why?
detachment.
Ketu give detachment, but give attachments to the soul. Remember this.
Oh
Ketu is
yes,
detachment
attached
from.
soul. I want to talk with myself. Please leave me alone. I don't want to go
And,
anywhere in parties or somewhere else.
and why, Rohitji? Because seventh house is Rahu, and seventh house will disturb other relationships. So you will want to be alone and isolated.
Really.
So that is why during this period, unforeseen expenses may arise. Avoid risky investments and focus on long-term financial planning rather than getting money immediately. Remember that Ketu is the one who will tell you give money away. So do not invest because that investment will turn into losses for you.
Yes.
And personal relationship may undergo changes and transformation because of Rahu also in the seventh house of relationships. Here you have to maintain open communication. You have to be expressive that, what, right now I am going through a period or I am going through this kind of mindset where I need to have little bit space for myself. Rather than saying, I don't want you in my life, ask for space.
Hmm.
So maintain communication, open communication that, I am going through a hell lot of time. Give me a little bit space. I will come back to you. And
Hmm.
be patient with the loved ones. Other people who are not Virgo ascendant and listening to this, also be patient that, if someone is Virgo ascendant and going through such kind of thing, support them. And those who are Virgo ascendant and the wife or the husband is of lot of demand nature, show them this video and tell them, that listen, I am going through such kind of planetary placement that I need time for myself. So do not bother me. Because what will it happen, Rohiji? It will turn into conflicts and then some kind of quarrels and divorce and business partnership breaking up and so many things. We don't want that. That's why this umbrella is what I'm trying to give you for this heavy rain. That these are the things happening. If you know about it, that if I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna get myself burned, you will not go there, right? So Virgo ascendant people should consider this and also consider subscribing because if you want to be have some hope, get positivity, get good results, get good analysis for your current transits, you should try and give us a try, and we will try to uh, be there to your expectations at the top level. Chiroichi.
Daily Akashji gives so many remedies. Today I want to give you remedies to all of you that when we want to make some planet very strong like Jupiter, what we say, donate books, donate knowledge. So this video is also knowledge. Donate it, share it with other people. When other people will get knowledge about astrology and they know about their ascendant, you will get that benefit and your Jupiter will be strong. This is remedy. Tried and tested remedy. Thank you very much for subscribing. Keep subscribing like this so we can make more meaningful videos. Uh, Next videos are for remedies and Rahu Ketu combo video. So many videos we have planned. You will get the notification, press the bell icon also. And the good news for all the family members that after your repeated request, Akashji now decided to teach you from 15th September onwards or after 15th September. Enrollment is already started. 25 uh, people will be 25 in one group, maybe more. It depends because so many messages we are getting. So keep enrolled for this uh, course. Mail ID or WhatsApp number is here, and the big gift is that one who will enroll will get a free consultation with Akashi. So I think very nice thing. So now the moving on to next ascendant is favorite ascendant Akash. Libra.
Libra, Libra.
You say Libra, I say Libra.
No, everyone should be happy. Libra also and Libra also.
That's why
So for
50-50.
For Libra ascendant Ketu in the 12th house. 12th
Oh,
house is a very good place for Ketu to be.
beautiful place.
It represents spiritual growth, hidden enemies, losses, and foreign connection. But the biggest thing it represents is spiritual growth. Okay.
Mm,
Now, Ketu here will be the most active planet because it wants to give you detachment completely, and he's in a very comfortable state that oh, I am in the 12th house. I will now. It is all my rules. And Rahu on the other hand is in the sixth house. So here Rahu will destroy your enemies and Ketu will give you enemies. So that is why this balance keeps working. Ketu will make enemies. Ketu will bring truth out of other people, hidden enemies. You will say, "Oh, this guy, I loved him so much, and this is the kind of enemy he's my enemy." During this period, there may be need for solitude and introspection in your career. Be mindful of hidden adversaries at your work. Again, I told you, Rohiji, there will be some things emerging out of the unknown that you will say, "Oh my God, I never expected such kind of thing to happen," because Ketu wants to tell you that do not trust anyone, only trust God, because otherwise everyone will betray you. Only God will not betray you. And 12th house is the house of losses. Ketu sitting in the house of losses will tell you that be very cautious with financial dealings, as there may be hidden expenses or losses. Avoid borrowing or lending money without clarity. If you do that, you are going to be into loss. Another thing which you need to do is to maintain honesty and transparency in relationships. Avoid getting involved in conflicts or gossip because you can also be a part of a hidden enemy for someone else, which will be very expensive at your end because it can be also result in loss of job or loss of a business partner or loss of a spouse. You do not cheat, do not do any such kind of activities during this period because Ketu will make sure all the hidden things come out so that you can feel pain, and the more pain you feel, the more you will be directed towards God. And those who are not feeling pale right now and can understand our pain, please subscribe so that at least spiritually you can be 1% guided because we are not spiritual guidance people, but somehow through the planets and through the light made by Parasharaji, we can understand that how we can move forward, how we can have that kind of approach towards life so that we make the right decisions. Moving on to Rohitji, Scorpio ascendant people. Now, for Scorpio ascendant, Ketu is in the 11th house. This house signifies your gains, friendships, social circles, aspirations. Now, here, Ketu, wherever it sits, remember the word pain. Ketu will give you pain. So, you may experience fluctuations in your career path or profession. You may have to be open for new opportunities that may be less paying as well, because Ketu want to give you pain so that you feel detached, you feel suffer, and then you go to God and start praying and coming into spiritual zone. As far as finance, see now we have to also understand that finance will come also because Rahu on the other hand is in the fifth house of Mahalakshmi, Lakshmi Stan. But we have to that money if it comes, we have to avoid risky financial ventures that okay, you know what, I don't have a job, I have this much saving, let's put it and start something. This is a time of pain, sorrow. So do not invest in such kind of thing because it will create more sorrow for you and take you towards God. That is what the role of Ketu is. Another thing which can, you have to do long term planning, which will help stabilize your finances. Ketu does not say that I will not give you money. Ketu says that you do spirituality, I will give you everything you desire. Later on, you will not need money only. You will just need spiritual bliss. You will just need that path to divine. That is his role. The role of a snake is to bite. The role of Ketu is to bite, but it's a non-poisonous snake. Rahu is a poisonous snake. It will bite you. But that pain will not kill you. That pain will, the pain will heal you in some way. The pain will take you towards God. Another thing, Rohitji, which I recently discovered is that Rahu is a poisonous snake. So all the food poisoning, all the alcohol poisoning, all the poisoning that are related to overdose and everything is Rahu. All the pain like getting hit, getting hurt, getting bit by some kind of insect, but there is lot of itching, there is lot of like bite, snake bite of the bite of a snake which is non-poisonous. That is Ketu. It gives you pain and just takes you towards healing, nothing else. So there are so many layers, man. I feel somehow, Rohiji, that this life is too little to learn or understand astrology. We will have to take at least 10, 12 more lives to understand the real meaning of planets. Another thing, the 11th house is also the house of your social circle. It may change during this period, and you may experience shifts in friendships. Be open to new connections and avoid clinging to past relationships. Don't be submissive, be open, be expressive, be want to adjust in new situations rather than just being in your comfort zone. When you're in your comfort zone, there is no pain. When there is no pain, no gain. You have to come out of comfort zone. There is pain, there is problem, there is stress, there is trouble, and after that, for everything, you just go towards the Almighty. That Almighty help me. I'm in this trouble. When you're in comfort zone, you are just sitting and you're just thinking that something good might happen. You have to struggle. You have to have the pain to get the gain. And for us to get gains is just your love and support, your subscription. What do you say, Rohitji? We do not want anything else from you.
Definitely, and this subscription is only because when we make one video, either we devote 18 hours, 15 hours to make that video to research. We need to we need this video to reach more people. If there are 27, 28,000 subscribers, it will reach. And if all family members will share that video, it will be double. And if subscribe also, then the only thing is to give knowledge and connect you people with mantras. You connect you people with astrology and with symbols. So please do subscribe and do share. This is just a request from me and from whole team ACS. I request on behalf of them also. And those who have already subscribed, thank you very much. And those who are, in live always you say, I want to learn astrology. Akash said, no, 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 this is not my cup of tea. Now he has prepared that cup of tea and he is going to start the classes after 15th of September. People already enrolling from all over the world, 10 world we have the enrollments. You also can enroll yourself by this mail ID or the WhatsApp number, and the big gift which you will get, that at end of your class, this is 2 month session, you will get a free consultation with Akash. So please enroll. And those who want a personal consultation from Akashji, that is also very easy. WhatsApp number is there, mail ID is there, and now the most easiest way, just visit our website www.acsto.ca. You will get all information regarding all packages we have, that is career, marriage, or any other what you want, astrocartography. Very hot these days. Okay, now the moving on to the Sagittarius, what they will get, Akashji.
Yes, Rohitji. So for Sagittarius ascendant people, Ketu is in the 10th house. This house signifies your career, reputation, social status, and authority.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, on the other hand, Rahu is in the 4th house of your inner peace.
Hmm.
Now, I remember when I was researching and doing this and writing this, Rohitji, that time I came across a thought about my boss, my previous boss, in when I was in Z, Mr. Manish sir. He had a very different approach in his career, Rohit. He told that everything which we create, like for example, we were creating any show and we
Hmm.
were creating any kind of promotional videos for it. He said there
Hmm.
should be an element of spirituality in it. There should be
Wow.
an element of hope, and there should be an element of something divine in it, rather than just doing work like just giving what we say, just giving clear communication. Let's add a layer of spiritual communication to it. Like for example, if we are working on some kind of a project which does not have any far away connection with spirituality. We are developing a machine,
mm,
right?
right.
Involve Lord Vishwakarma into it. Take the name
Beautiful.
of Lord Vishwakarma.
Mm,
Involve Lord Vishwakarma's teaching. Read his teachings, that what he said, why yantras should be made, why machines were made, why things were invented. So go
mm,
into that kind of zone and think like how Lord Vishwakarma was thinking,
mm,
right? If you are into finance, or if you're into kind of finance business, banking business, think like Lord Kubera. Go and
mm,
find his teachings and say that he also understood that someone who's coming to you for help of finance, like he wants really loan or finance help, go out of the way to help him. That will increase. That is your spirituality. So, for Sagittarius ascendant people, your career may involve spiritual or philosophical pursuits during this time. Embrace a broader perspective in your work. That's why I said, Roji, for everything, food also, when he used to eat, he used to say that, why we get this food, from what source we get this food, have we prayed to the food, how did there are so many people behind this food, farmers, then the one in the truck who are loading, unloading, then the shopkeeper. So many people are behind the food that comes on your table. We have to be spiritually activated. We just do not say very good taste. We say, wow, what a creation of God. So your career may involve spiritual or philosophical pursuits, and you should involve it. Okay. This time when Ketu is here, it can make you go into things like travel on higher education, which is not at all required, because it is the work of the ninth house, not the 10th house. But Ketu somehow, because it's retrograde, right, Rohitji, so it takes the little bit qualities of the last house also. So
yes,
focus on.
I think this is the time then when these people will opt for work from home. Like me, my 18 months from last 15 month K2 in a 10,000. I always opt for. Don't call me to office. Don't tell me to say go anywhere. I will work from home. So I think detach from office also.
Yeah. And Rohitji, did you see what Ketu did to you in last 18 months? So you have this placement and you are a example for everyone. That Ketu
Same place.
got
Same
you
place.
got you into career which involves spiritual or
Yes, yes,
philosophical pursuits,
definitely,
right?
definitely.
So you did that, and Ketu started giving you your what you say, security also. That means for you to stay stable and relax and have a good life also, it made that also happen. So see, this research which I do is
And I
not.
think the next stage is when Ketu is now moving to my ninth house. Ninth house is the house of Dharma and again spirituality. Again, deep dive of this thing. I think more deep dive.
Right. So avoid such kind of things. Balancing professional and personal life may be challenging. Be patient with loved one during busy periods, because Ketu keeps you very busy and the family will demand a lot of things from you. But because Ketu is in the 10th house, you will be doing multiple things, because pain in the sense of hard work will come from different places.
Hmm.
Okay. So be patient with your loved ones. Do not ignore them and go towards only and only work. Make sure you give little bit time to them also, and time to us. Thank you for giving your time to us, and subscribe so that later on uh, we can build this association with more strong research and strong ideas of life, philosophical ideas. Moving on to Rohji's ascendants, Capricorn ascendant. Now, Ketu, the ninth house represents Rohiji, higher education, beliefs, long journeys, and spirituality. So your career may now involve educational or philosophical pursuits. Okay, Rohitji.
Educational angle, I am already seeing. When you will start the classes, I will also be the part of that class as a student.
Yeah. Ninth and 10th house mostly go all together only. Because of destiny, we get work. Because of work, our destiny works. So mostly it is almost the same only. So
Hmm.
your career may involve educational or philosophical pursuits, and you have to avoid impulsive spending on travel or education pursuits. Focus on practical financial decisions and respect different beliefs and opinions in relationships. Avoid imposing your views on others, rather than your the main thing which is important here is viewpoint. Your
mm,
other people, their opinion and relationships are also important, not always your opinion, and in relationships. So
right.
make sure that you start listening to other people during the Ketu, after the Ketu transit, because
Very
somehow
true.
they become rigid. And ninth house is the house of dharma, it is the house of spirituality already. So you become more powerful here. Your dharmic activities become more powerful. Your communication becomes more wide, because in the third house, your Rahu comes and sits. So make sure that you're balancing between both the things, your
Right.
opinions as well as your beliefs. And finding a guru is a prominent thing that can happen during this period. Finding a guru or attaining a diksha or attaining some kind of initiation from your guru is also seen, because ninth house Ketu does that for you.
Mm,
Moving on to Aquarius ascendant people. Now, for Aquarius ascendant, the eighth house represents transformation, shared resources, occult sciences, and intimacy. And it is a very beautiful placement of Ketu to be in the eighth house. Eighth house Ketu makes you so amazingly intuitive that sometimes I open a chart and I see eighth house Ketu and I said, why the hell they came to me? They
mm,
are already so intuitive. They already come learned with all the Vedas and all. It is inherited in their blood, in their mind. They just have to revoke it. They just have to make sure that let's let's release the energy from our mind and soul and try to again revise it. It is this revise it, revise, and you will again become the master in it. Ketu in the eighth house, actually placement of people's Ketu in the eighth house makes them very good occult knowledgeable persons, like person who knows Vedas, person who knows astrology, numerology, tarot, and mystic sciences, healing, all that kind of stuff. And especially if it's in eighth house and in Ashwini Nakshatra, then to you are going crazy, man. Then to you are the best healer. If you touch, even the dead person will come and sit and say, "Hi, what's up?" That is the kind of power you have. Now, transformative changes may occur in your career or profession. Embrace innovation and adaptability. It is a time for you to embrace things. Transformation is supposed to happen. But Ketu is not very good with finances. So be cautious with financial decisions involving shared resources. That is anything that is inheritance that is coming your way. Be very loyal as well as very careful. Both the things. During this period, inheritance and sudden financial gains are possible. Now, I am not endorsing lottery, but I think for the next 1 year, 18 months, you should try, because there are only two big nakshatras, Rohitji, Magha and Mula, who give you luxury and money, and that both are um, ruled by Ketu, and it is ruled by Ketu in a way where it says that I will give you so much luxury, so many things that somehow you will be able to forget that money can buy happiness. For happiness, you will have to come towards spirituality. So this
mm,
is what is happening for Aquarius ascendant people in relationships. Handle shared resources and intimate relationship with care during this time. Be transparent around about financial matters. This is
mm,
what you need to be. Be transparent. When Ketu comes here, be very open and transparent. Don't hide things, because it is also the house of secrecy, maybe. Secret activities. So do not do this. It is going to be causing trouble to you. And for Pisces ascendant people, those who have just tuned into the video and they're seeing us for the first time or have seen us but not subscribed, please subscribe and give us a lot of hope and courage. Now, Ketu in the seventh house, it signifies partnerships, marriage, contracts, and significant others. Partnership and collaboration may undergo changes. Adaptability is essential for your career during this period. Seventh house, relationships, but the first house, Rahu also. Your mind will be completely into this zone of, uh, very much higher ambition. So because of that ambition thing, partnership may undergo changes. That is good changes also, bad changes also, depending on your dasha and antardasha and how your Ketu is placed in your chart. Financial matters may again be influenced by your partnerships or joint ventures. Avoid financial entanglements without proper agreements. Do not commit any financial, um, any commitment, financial commitment to other partner or person. There may be challenges in intimate relationships because Ketu is the planet of detachment. Such people who have unfortunately applied for divorce, this is the time they will get that result. And if there is any way that open communication can is effective or can be effective for you, so just try it out to be openly communicate so that you can reverse such kind of problems and resolve conflicts maintaining harmony. So this is what is happening for Pisces ascendant people, Rohitji. Overall, Ketu is the planet that gives you pain. Ketu has the only quality, bigger quality to give you pain, 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 so that you can come into the zone of gain, gain, gain. And that gain is only spirituality, nothing else.
Yes, the gain is spirituality, and the big thing is that material things you always get from so many ways. But the Ketu is the only planet after Jupiter which connect you with spiritualism. So it's a time to rise. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for loving us, trusting us, blessing us. Please keep blessing. If you are new, please subscribe. If you are an old family member and watching us, please share this video. Just control C and control V into your WhatsApp groups and the Facebook, so all people must know what is happening from 30th of October. And the good news before we leave that Akashji is going to start astrology classes for beginners. That is after 15th of September. Enrollment already going on. You just have to drop your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number. Team will contact you. And the big gift is that one who will enroll will get a free consultation with Akashji. I think this is a, I want to say, Sone Pe Sohaga Wali TV. Please grab it. And those who want a personal consultation with Akashji, they first visit our website www.acs2.ca. There you will get all information, everything you will get. Again, there is another way: mail ID and WhatsApp number. You drop your details there. You will also get contacted by team, and you will have a personal consultation with Akashji. Thank you once again, family members, new family members, and old family members. All. Thank you very much. Pranam. Thank you, Akashji. Thank you to you also, because you are the source of light, source of inspiration, source of knowledge to all of us. And thank you very much for this deep research, stories, and connection with astrology in such a legitimate way, connecting us to all Skanda Puran and other things. Your fifth house again activated in behind you, but this is good thing, I think. Okay, thank you. Namaste, Ram Ram. We'll meet you in some another video. Till then, you
Jai
keep
Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram Janwan and you keep playing with his. Thank you.
Jai Shri Ram. Jai.